Do you want to know one thing that virtually every single hiring manager out there cares about? Of course you do, because you clicked on this video. It's career longevity, meaning how long are you going to stay in their role? One of the most common complaints I get from hiring managers about a resume or LinkedIn profile is that this person is a job hopper. But did you know that even if you've got solid career history, you can still say things that'll make them think you're not going to be in it for the long haul and that you're going to leave their job after a short amount of time? Well, in today's video, I'm going to give you 5 things that candidates say frequently that make hiring managers think I shouldn't hire this person because they are going to leave. That way, you will never say them again. Let's go. What's up, everybody? This is Ben with Ben Talks Talent. I've got 12 years experience in interviewing, hiring, recruiting, and I am passionate about using my experience to help you become the best candidate possible, land your next job, and maximize your career. And in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about something incredibly important, and that's the things you say during an interview that make a hiring manager want to not hire you because they are afraid you are going to leave their role very quickly and very soon. But before we get into that video, do me a quick favor. If you haven't already, take 3 seconds, subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. That way you never miss one of my free videos that are all of them designed to help you be a better candidate. And if you are not new, hey, welcome back. All right, let's get into the video. Now, the first thing candidates say that make hiring managers want to not hire them because they're afraid they're not going to stay is, I want to start my own business, or I've been thinking about starting my own business, or I've got a hobby that I want to make into my own business. Anything you say about starting your own business makes them think that, 1, you aren't going to be focused on their role, it'll suck away your time and attention, or that one day in the near future, that business will work out and you will leave this role to go do that. So, under no circumstance would I ever advocate saying in an interview that you were thinking about starting your own business, because I'm telling you, I've heard it from so many hiring managers. You say that, what they think, they're going to leave. So don't say that. The next thing that I need you to avoid saying for the rest of your life in every single interview you do is, I really like blank industry. And that industry is not the industry you are interviewing for. So let's just say, for example, you're interviewing let's just say aerospace, right? And you say, I really like the medical device field. That's a problem, right? And to you, you might just be thinking like, oh yeah, I really want this job, but I also like that field, and not think it's a big problem. But I'm telling you that hiring managers, they're sitting there thinking, well, I'm in aerospace. Ben said he really likes medical device as an industry. He's going to leave my job for a medical device role in the very near future. I'm telling you, candidates say this and they say it just like flippantly, right? Like it's just, not a big deal to them. Oh, I happen to like this. What hiring managers hear is that this is not your ideal industry, and should an opportunity arise that provides you a great opportunity in that role, you are going to leave and there is nothing they can do about it. So do yourselves a favor when you're in an interview, even if you don't mean anything by it, don't tell them that you really, really like another industry. That is just a huge problem. Don't do it. The next thing that I hear from hiring managers like, hey Ben, we're not gonna move forward with this candidate because they said blank is, I want to lead people. And it's in a role where there is no leadership, and there's not leadership anytime soon. So you're sitting there and maybe they say, what do you want to do in 5 years, Ben? Or hey, what do you want to do down the road in your career? And you lead with, well, I'd like to manage and teach people. And if that is not an opportunity, if they won't have that for you, what they hear when you say that is, Ben wants something that we can't provide him, therefore he is a flight risk. So do yourself a favor. When you're answering any question about your future or 5 years or what you want to be doing or what would you like to be experiencing in your role, just don't say anything they can't offer you. You have to be talking about things that they can give you in this career. Your new tasks, should you accept the job, that's the day-to-day you are looking forward to. If you say something that they just absolutely, unequivocally cannot provide you, they're going to see that as a problem and they're going to see you as a flight risk. So don't say it. The next thing that candidates often say, and they don't even mean anything by it, but hiring managers hear it and it's a problem for them, is they say something along the lines of, I'm really interested at this point in my career at gaining a bunch of different types of experience to diversify my background and knowledge base. Something like that. But basically what you're saying there is I want to move around a lot and try a bunch of different things. And that is a problem for hiring managers. None of them want to hear that. No hiring manager wants to hear that you are just a quick stop on your way to actually experiencing more things, doing more things, and becoming a more well-rounded candidate in the future. Now, people want a well-rounded candidate, but they don't want to be part of that journey in which you're briefly stopping and picking up bits and pieces of things you're going to use in the future. So when you're interviewing with a potential future boss, don't talk about how much you want to move around, because they're going to see that as you want to keep moving around. This could be the last stop and you could be talking about what you've already done, but if you spend time playing up the value in moving around and gaining different experiences, what they're going to do is they're going to see you as somebody who's probably going to want to do that in the future, and you just don't want that. Now, the last thing I want you to avoid saying, because it's going to sound terrible to hiring managers, is I want you to avoid saying things like, one of the keys in your career is to move and switch companies because then you can learn more and grow quicker. In a vacuum, that is true. But no hiring manager wants to hear that. And here's the thing, similar to the last one, you might be talking about that you've done that in your career already. But if you talk about how good that is and you establish that this was a beneficial pattern, part of them is always going to think, well, you probably want to keep doing that, right? And even if that is not the case, even if this was it, you did all of that just to get here, this is the role, you want to do this now, they're going to see that and assume that you probably want to leave and you don't want to do their role long term. And that is a problem. It is going to make it so you are not the ideal candidate for them. There you go. Those are the 5 things. And the funny thing about this is most of the time candidates don't mean anything by it. These are just little comments that they say because it's something they're interested in or an idea they had, and they're not necessarily going to move. But when hiring managers hear these 5 things, they assume you are a flight risk. You are going to go somewhere else. They are not going to be able to retain you as an employee. They are going to train you. They are going to invest in you. And then you are going to leave and they are going to have to replace you. They see you as just taking a current problem, the job vacancy, and making it a future problem, a future job vacancy. So avoid these things and you will be much better off. Good luck in your next interview. You've got this.